Mamma mami. Welcome back, one and all. We are back to the world of Loktgar, where our players... Who wants to give a recap?
I burned, and then I didn't burn.
Gotta burn, gotta burn, gotta burn!
Yeah, he burned. After some grievous wounds which led to the death of Kanju, he seemed to have been resurrected by a group of very friendly, healers living in a haunted woods. And they definitely didn't do anything nefarious or bad or torturous or monstrous. So Kanju, after being teleported through goop and bile, landed in the city of Footgrove, where his friends await, with them being on a quest to release themselves and Kanju from service of these three lovely healers. Does anybody remember what your objective was?
A mirror?
Correctamundo. You were looking for a mirror. You were sent to Footgrove, tasked with gathering information and tracking down the whereabouts of the remaining cultists. So, the lot of you find yourselves in an inn. And let's... boop. Is it shift click? I believe it's shift click. Did that summon you all to a place?
It is loading.
Ah, yes. I see it. It's in the top right corner, y'all.
Is it just a test? Do not be alarmed.
I am already alarmed.
I see.
Just saying that alarms me.
Do not be alarmed. Alright. So Kanju, you've been approximately cleaned. But stuff still feels off. As for everybody else, you guys had experienced a night of somewhat restful rest. I reckon y'all should reset your HP back to full, restore any spell slots you had missing, and for any spellcasters, pick your spells for the day. For any who can.
Pretty sure I can, right?
I think so. You're a cleric, right?
It's been a while.
Yeah, me too. I've never played a cleric. Can clerics change spells? Clerics have access to your entire class spell list, and the spells they have prepared can be changed anytime you finish a long rest. Bingo. So it's just like a druid.
Cool.
Just remember the same restrictions apply to chronergy and graviturgy.
Gotcha, boss. Where's this stuff? Okay, I just switched out a couple spells.
I'm good.
I'm gonna assume I'm the only person who can't see in the dark. Okay, never mind.
I think so. I will say, do recall that it will be daytime, but for some stupid reason, I want line of sight, so yeah. Radio. So is everybody good to go?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, oops. I forgot to put the stinky one in the bath. There you go. You're golden. All right. Dunked you in. You're good. All right. Well, you're in a room by yourselves, so I'll leave you to it.
I'm gonna go over to the water and that he's sitting in, and I'm gonna dip my finger in that and then taste it.
Oh God.
It's pretty vile. You've encountered rotting flesh before. You taste a little bit of that, and you taste some of that awful green stuff that she teleported in through.
You might like this. Where's Leak?
Can we have Rick talk a little bit louder? I have them boosted all the way to my picture.
Leak.
Hmm?
Try this.
Alright. I walk over there. I just stick my like snout down into it and take
Oh my goodness.
In the top.
You're gonna just dip down and get a big ol' huff of like zombie bunny bathwater.
and I never
Foul.
like break eye contact with Kanju.
Foul. It's awful. Well, you've probably eaten rotten flesh before.
Oh yeah.
You're no stranger to strange tastes, but you also pick up a little bit of that same taste from before.
Mm-hmm.
From that nasty witch's concoction. That awful vile tea that they tried to give everyone.
I was like,
Gross.
tasty.
Uh,
And I just get another lick. Without breaking eye contact again.
Vile.
then
I
Just okay, guys. That's kind of weird. Like very weird. Don't do that.
No tell Leak what do. I want to start rummaging through this.
I was thinking that you might be able to do something with that there, Leak. With your magical spitting and dust, dirt grabbing, fucking explosive stuff. Alchemy.
He looks a little upset. And he's just like, no bottles. And he just goes back to what he's doing.
Rummaging through this stuff, you approximately find any of the belongings you may have placed in any of these chests. A couple of scrap pieces of paper. They're dusty, torn. One of them looks like a shopping list. Just, like 10 apples.
I want to take the paper.
Alright. You can go ahead and add a decrepit shopping list to your inventory.
Okay.
Can't hear you, Bun.
I slink out of the tub, just getting the black water everywhere.
You are welcome to move your token. Blackwater Bunyan. Filthy bun. Take a bath, stinky. Kanju, as you get out of the bathtub after the probably third bath you guys have taken since arriving at this place, one thing's definitely on your mind. Food. You are hungrier than you've been in a while.
I really need to get some food. I need to like restock on some stuff, but mainly food.
I
Before
throw one of
eat
the
everything-
apples at him. Out of the chest.
The chest just had a shopping list, so you throw the piece of paper with the...
I get you, yeah, no.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Although you could ball it up in the shape of an apple.
I could, but I need it.
Roger. Duly noted. So you did mention food, and you brought that up with your allies, right? Kanju?
Yes, sorry, I didn't hear you.
I had asked, did you announce your need to eat?
Yes.
I'm gonna throw a ration at him. Like, actually have it hit him in the face. Like, can eat.
Her. Her. Kanju is a girl. But I devour it. Like
The
I
bunny.
barely even like remove the wrapper. I just devour the whole thing.
With this ration being approximately like a collection of bread, maybe a little beef jerky, you find that the bread portions of it are just absolutely not as appealing as the beef jerky. And in fact, the moment you get meat, like in your line of sight, that hunger just kind of swells within your stomach and you bite into it. It's fantastic.
Can I get more jerky? Does anyone have any spare jerky?
I'm gonna open up a pack and then throw the jerky at him and eat the bread from it myself.
I can devour the jerky.
I didn't know Ravage liked meat so much. So, what's the plan, guys? We gotta find that mirror or those hags are gonna come after us.
Yes, we need to get the mirror desperately. Oh, Dion, did I lose any exhaustion points? I'm at 5.
I'm gonna give you 3 exhaustion points. Yeah, you gained exhaustion points, actually. I'm just playing with you. Yeah, you lost some exhaustion points. Let's pull your character sheet up real quick and just verify. Okay, yeah, you definitely don't have level 5 exhaustion, because you're, Oot. There you go. Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Yep, alright, so you are approximately at exhaustion level 3. And also take notice of within your character sheet, you have a mystery question mark thing that seems to have gone up too.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So the last time y'all had been through town after pulling up Kanju, do any of you recall having looked into anything or speaking to anybody?
I don't think we got around to it yet.
I think Bunny just kind of just appeared out of nowhere before we thought about it too hardly.
Roger, roger. Do you keep that in mind, then?
Well, I am running low at gold. This room costs a lot, and we need to find the mirror, so I'm gonna do two things at once. I'm gonna see if I can get some job and see if I can find any information about that mirror.
Gotcha. So, over here is a door to leave your room,
Zoom.
and you should be able to open it. You may want to give it a try.
How do you open?
You should have an option to toggle unlocked doors. When you click on your token, it should be in the upper left-hand corner.
Okay.
All right, and you step out into the hallway of this fancy inn that you found yourselves in. In fact, as the lot of you had walked up to this place, you recall that the inn was referred to as the Bell End Bar and Inn.
Thinking of that, I'll see if I can be a bartender and get money that way. For a waitress.
You find yourself stepping out to another doorway.
I'm gonna stick by Kanju.
Roger, roger. Oh, you know what? Let's decorate the place. Let's give some light. I'm a fucking doob.
It's not see anything. Not a new
Yeah, no sight whatsoever. These are ugly fucking light sources, but fuck. There we go. Is that better? Can anybody else see these lights?
I see
I can.
something, but
I see them.
I'm on the other side of the thing.
So this person I'm sitting across, is that a dude or a girl? I can't tell.
They're an elf. That's about all you can tell.
Well then, I
Wow.
guess I'm just gonna wing it. Hey there, beautiful. Do you have a opening for me to, maybe be a waiter to help with the bottles or anything like that?
Well, beautiful. Thank you. The tables. I could use somebody waiting the tables, but it appears we're quite slow right now. Yes, the usual crew. They're off today, so why don't you start bussing tables?
Works for me.
And good morning to the rest of you. Did you sleep well? Was your water changed enough?
We
No.
could probably use it being changed out again.
Right. I'll send someone right to that.
Maybe some medicinal herbs in the water.
Medicinal herbs, that'll cost you extra. Well, now, my little feline friend, why don't you run along and grab a change of water for that room as your first task?
Just goes over the body like, guys, really?
I just wave.
And as for the lot of you, would you like breakfast? Are you hungry?
I look around. I'm like,
Meat
free?
I will spend extra for meat.
Oh, it will cost, yes, not free. I do have loaves
just
of
walk away.
bread. They're a little stale, and you could have those, perhaps. Meat, you said. My chef could cook up a delightful filet mignon.
Be the
May I
most
ask for the
most-
prices of the food?
One at a time, please.
You go first.
Whatever gets me the most meat.
A filet
Kinda
mignon
look at him.
with a side of steak. And you were asking the prices?
Yes, I was asking the prices of food.
I'll do 10 silver for the full course meal. Per person, of course.
I slapped down a gold.
Yes, very good. Right away, sir. and they walk over here and they dingle a little bit of a bell and speak some words. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
No.
Nada.
All right.
Quickly check. I don't think so, no. I can speak bagpipes.
Bagpipes. That's a good language.
No, I cannot.
After a very
God, what's
after a
that?
very brief moment, a gruff-looking man comes over and sets down some plates of food for y'all. You've got
Like that,
steaks,
man.
you've got eggs, and there's 2 smaller plates with some wrapped filet mignon.
Ravenously eat any of the meat that gets placed even near me.
Ooh-wee.
just
Some guns hungry, aren't ya? Well, eat up there. It's good cooking.
Haven't eaten in days.
You know, some of that meat there, is fresh kill. Ah, hello, good sir, he says, looking to the turtle. Hope you enjoy it. Now dig in.
Thank you. And I think I'm gonna leave the meat for the bunny. I'm just gonna grab like the eggs and the bread.
I snatched 2 eggs before you can grab them.
As y'all dig in, from over here, you hear some of these people just, one of them whispers over to the companion and just, starts mentioning something about the lot of you, and they all kind of just scooch away just a little bit, looking over at Kanju.
Can I perception roll to try and hear them?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Give me a second.
You finish your task changing the water up there, by the way, Flair. And Donnie, you definitely catch that the masked one seems to be consistently glancing over at Kanju.
Notice I'm very much busy eating.
You guys, I think we are being watched. Just so you know.
And as you kind of say that, he just, picks up and walks over to this table here. And his companions pick up their food and follow over.
Smell?
Maybe. Is it my shell? Oh god, I hope it's not my shell.
I took a bath, I shouted to the 3 people.
Ah, quiet over there, filth. I'll not speak with your kind.
Oof.
Kanju looks very sad and lowers their head.
I give him a little pat on the shoulder. And then slurp an egg.
I give it a little pat on the head. I eat some bread with my right hand.
As the lot of you are eating, the chef comes back once again and drops off just another platter of eggs. Y'all looked mighty hungry earlier, so I figured I'd drop a little bit more. Your friend here,
I'm up
I
like
grab and grab some before Pasha eats them all.
I'm gonna
I
gonna
try and
toss the
grab
cook.
him.
I tried to get some eggs too. You're not gonna having all the eggs by yourself.
While they're sitting there biting it, I'm gonna give the or I'm gonna throw 2 silver pieces at the cook directly.
now thank you. Y'all new to town?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're passing through, and I guess we might be staying here for a while. We've been looking for a mirror.
Now, what kind of mirror are you looking for? Like a tall one for looking into, or like a hand one for doing your makeup, or...
More like we're looking for people that took our mirror. Very shady people.
Yeah, they got
Now, there's very shady people all over this place. You looked at it? You looked at them over there?
I don't know. Maybe they just need a really nice compliments and flattery to warm them up.
Now, everyone could use some compliments and flattery. And your friend here, how long have they been afflicted?
Pretty recent.
Hmm.
My eyes kind of
Inflicted? And I move away a little
glaze
bit.
over.
Inflicted, not infected.
Well, afflicted. Kinda noticed that smell as y'all were passing by the kitchen.
Fortunately, no matter how much bad thing went through, we still kind of still smells.
Well, you may want to talk to a friend of mine about that in town.
It's eating my skin.
Now, I'm only gonna say this once. He's kind of a crotchety old man, but... if you happen to see him walking about, you'll recognize him. He's walks with a limp, back hunched over. Head is barren as a field in a drought. Name's Raster.
Roger.
He'll be able to tell you some more about, well, your friend here.
I give the chef another silver coin for his help.
Now, thank you. That's too kind. Anyways, I'll be heading back to run some more drinks around. Everybody got your non-alcoholic water? Now, could I interest you fine folk in a Sprite cranberry?
Ah,
Ooh, I love cranberry.
1 silver per person, if you're interested.
Done.
I move around to the other side of the table.
Do you climb over or do you walk over?
I walk over the top of the table.
We're little people. We
From
do
over
that.
here, there's just like a scowl and like a... ugh, ah, mm. And from over here, there's just a...
I go back,
Ooh.
Cast fireball
and then
on
I
the
sit
table.
down.
Yes, you die.
Oh,
Ooh, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, you killed your own torch. Nice, dude. Bravo, bravo. That meat seems to... Something about it. You've never ravenously dug into meat, although your body can process it in small amounts. You've never dug in and been so interested in feasting like this before. Something about this just feels right, but it's still missing something, and you still feel this nagging hunger.
Well, knowing that I get defeated and kind of eating, so then I start getting more encouraged in getting supplies and getting the job done. Guys, I think this needs salt.
Probably we
I
should
lean-
find a friend. and see what
Here's
he
your-
tells us about
Here's your cranberry drink, everyone. Slurp up. And he heads on back into the kitchen as the group over there continues to gossip amongst themselves.
I go over to clean near the tables to them.
Hit me with a perception check if you don't mind.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh,
Bravo,
dang,
bravo.
That's a 20.
As you're cleaning these tables, one of your ears swivels and you just overhear the one in the mask just speaking. Bloody hell. Yet another one. Afflicted. Disease-ridden, sickly creatures. Won't be long before we have another bounty to come collect. Keep an eye on that one. It won't be long before they hunger for living meat. Right you are. I'll keep my eye on her.
I walk up to Barley. And I'm like, you working back, right?
Well, I'm currently working here, I guess. That counts too.
Good. They have empty bottle in back.
You want me to get you an empty bottle?
He kind of makes, a face at you.
I think I might be able to snag one they won't care about.
More than one. And then he winks at you and walks away.
Yeah, and you're gonna have me pay for everything too, aren't you?
Alright, so you don't... I think you have seen the chef come in and out of the kitchen. It was back up in that direction. Although you do spot some empty bottles on some of these tables. But just about like 2.
Wander over to the kitchen.
You're gonna head over to the kitchen?
Yeah,
Alright.
there's a scent that's drawing me in.
Can I follow her?
Absolutely.
We're gonna have to.
Is this the way I saw the chef go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen them come in this direction before.
We follow her.
And the smell? Hit me with a perception check with advantage.
So then, because of my current state, it's actually just a normal roll?
Yeah. Bingo.
My second slowed in.
And a lot of you start following after your companion after noticing she just gets up off the table and starts just kind of walking over back towards maybe the room? Definitely up the hallway.
Did something change?
I walk up.
Ever to load?
I walk up next to her and whisper like, "What are you doing, Rabbit?"
Hold on, I smell something really good.
You just ate.
You said, what was it?
Perception.
Oh, there's another 20.
Bravo, bravo. Second nat.
That changes for me.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Oh man, enjoy your nat 1. So,
Well, guys, a
through
roll for
process of
events, though.
elimination, you know that this leads back into your room. But there's still 2 doors. One here and one here. And that, despite smelling that previously, you walk up this hallway and the wind seems stale to you. You don't... All you know is the smell is coming from this direction.
So I'm gonna keep checking the rooms then.
How'd you get through there?
Everything
I
went
don't know,
well.
and I can't leave. I'm panicking.
Oh my god, let me fix that. Hold still. There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are stacked, you silly goobers.
I think we should go seek for the cook's friend. Maybe it can help us with your condition. I say to Kanju.
I forgot to open doors. I'm more focused on. This smells so good. Where did it go?
So if you click on your token, you'll have the option to toggle unlocked doors.
Ah, hold on.
It's a learning experience. You open the door to the kitchen. Or I thought you did. There you go.
I did, technically.
There you go.
Well, I'm getting a Cloudflare error.
Oh my goodness, Kanju. Roll20 just doesn't like you.
No, post error.
Post error. Alright, we'll go ahead and try to restart, but I'll tell you what you see. You open up the kitchen door, and you see over here some cooking pots with stew boiling in it, some meat, potatoes. Over from around this direction, you see that the chef is standing over some fresh meat and is in the process of cutting it up.
Do I put it in here?
Do you smell it coming from in there? I don't know, roll me another perception check. No, this is definitely where you smell this coming from.
I rush in there.
I'll just go ahead and move your token in.
What?
Oh, are you loaded again?
Yes, I am, but I still
Um,
it's not talking.
DM,
Yes.
what should I roll to try and stop Kanju from just barging into the kitchen?
Athletics check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna resist.
Alright. Hit me with either athletics or acrobatics.
Right, in uno momento.
Yes, sir.
What was it? Strength or athletic or what?
Athletics or acrobatics. Either you just pull straight out of it, or you wiggle. So you wiggle out of the way and just kind of like dodge Donnie trying to grab you.
Alright, when he goes to do it, I want to grab his ear.
Same deal.
Yoink.
I closed it. Hold on.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard to beat. I'm sorry, hold on.
I feel dapper as fuck over here. I braided my beard.
Nice.
Whoop.
Ooh.
Oh, you
After
got ear
wiggling
contact.
away from Donnie, you don't even notice that somebody reaches out and grabs a hold of your ear. So you wind up taking a step into about this space with Mortimer kind of just grabbing you.
While they're doing all that, I just want to walk in.
The chef guy looks over at you guys and is just like, "Now what is this? Y'all still hungry for something, or are you looking for something to do?"
I smell something really good.
Before we go much further, I want to know something. What happens if he were to say, eat that raw meat?
Well, to be honest, it'd probably be better for your condition than a cooked meat.
Oh.
But I mean, you'd eat me out of house and home and out of a job if, you didn't stop.
I'll pay
How
how much?
much?
Well, I mean, we're just cooking stew for the rest of the day, so... Go on, knock yourself out. You poor
I'll pay the
thing.
whole way.
All right, go ahead and hit me with an athletics check, and go ahead and... Are you only holding on to the ear?
I was only holding on to the ear until he said, "Go ahead and do."
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Oh boy.
Your torch. Where are you going?
Where's the meat?
There you go. Just put your torch right there.
I stare at the raw meat for a moment, really contemplating if I'm about to eat fucking raw meat.
And it's mostly been like cubed into little chunks.
Able to
I just
resist it?
whisper. I whisper in your ear, "Do it." And then I eat a piece.
No way.
Now aren't you just a silly little bunch of people? You know, shopkeep comes running around up here, you're liable to all get in trouble.
I walk up to him and I just put a gold piece on the counter next to him.
I ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave to make it like less obvious where.
So, you feeling any different now that you're biting into that?
Into it, yeah. I'm contemplating if I can resist eating raw meat, because even then I still feel like it's not quite right. The craving is there, but it doesn't feel right.
How'd you like your steaks? Were they cooked all right?
They were delicious.
Well, I'm happy to hear.
I want to try something. Do you have any bunny? Any rabbit?
Oh,
Now,
no.
that's an interesting proposal. We could request some hunters bring rabbit in, but most people, bring in big game, what they can get. Rabbit are a little bit faster than some of the stuff out there, so it's a little harder to come by. I don't have any in stock.
I figured it'd be easier to have him not go down this route if you threw him out there as a dish.
Ah.
My bad.
Now, as to you, Flair, are you just continuing to bust tables and clean things up?
It could be eavesdropping, but, actually trying to do the job after seeing like, oh, okay, he's not getting in too much trouble.
I am gonna just stay nearby Barley, maybe eavesdrop as well.
Would you two like to hit me with some perception checks? Donnie, from approximately over there, you hear one of the three of them just saying, "Well, come on, we need to get out of here. We still have a job to do." And one of the other ones just agrees and nods as the three of them start getting up. And...
Bye! Have a good time out there!
Good time. Well, yes, we will have a good time, thank you.
Do come around again.
Well, of
Always
course,
like
this
it.
is the only good place to eat after all.
Oh, that's good. Always get like a man with a little mystery.
I say screw it and I start eating the raw meat.
Alright, Mr. Guy. Roll me. Willpower save, if you don't mind.
Uh-oh.
This is what I was worried about.
Where's willpower?
Oopsie doodle. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
We're in the wrong system.
Regular roll or disadvantage?
Just saving. You're at disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Eight.
The chef just kind of rolls his eyes as you finish eating all of the chunks of meat that he's cubed up, and he's over here starting to cut up something else, and you find yourself instinctually just moving over to take that from him.
Yeah, I just start eating again then.
Now come on. He's gonna try and push you away.
I resist.
Oh, fuggly fugwagon. I don't have a character sheet for him, so we'll just do that. That's a nat 20, my guy.
It's disadvantage, so it becomes a 12.
For the purposes of this, the low roll that you got was your nat 1 at disadvantage, and because of the unique thing about you, that nat 1 turns into a 20.
Okay.
So he puts his hand on you to start shoving you away, and you dig your feet in, and... Now come on, you're making my job a lot harder than it's gotta be. You've already eaten some. And you find yourself pushing in where he was just cutting up some carcass and meat, and you voraciously start devouring it.
I start crying as I do.
I try to pull him away from the table.
I don't resist.
Whoop, I'm not even up there with y'all. Silly me. Alright, you pull him away from the meat, and Kanju, go ahead and be watching your character sheet if you don't mind.
I'm watching.
I'm waiting for it to load. Roll 20 slow. Excuse me.
Am I watching my inventory?
Inventory, no. Holy smokes. It is not even closing your... Wow, let me reload my roll 20.
Yeah, no, it takes a second. It's weird.
Okay. Oh, I don't have... Oh, there it goes. Google Chrome just sucks. I should be doing this on Firefox, not Chrome. Alright, I'm back in. Back to the action, back to Kanju. Here we go. Wow, it is not loading at all.
Just give it a second. It takes a good 30 seconds for it to load. What's up?
Remove 1 point of exhaustion from yourself if you don't mind. Yep, I just got that Cloudflare host error. Alright, well, you find yourself feeling a little bit better after that. Some of that hunger has finally subsided.
It's a bad stat. Oh, that's a bad stat. Okay. Still disgruntled what I just did. I'm gonna leave the room.
While he's doing that, I want to walk up to the bartender and, well, not the bartender, the cook, and point at the nibbled bits of the meat on the edges and be like, what are you gonna do with that?
I was gonna cut it up and throw it in the stew.
Great. And then I leave.
Great.
Great. Great. Golly. All right, Flare. And to the extended rest of the party. Did y'all loot any of the cultists back in the cave? I don't remember.
I don't think I did.
I think we did took a knife. I think that's the most I remembered.
I have the dagger still, yeah.
You have
I
one of the
was having
cultists'
a
dagger?
Crisis.
Existential crisis.
Yeah, remember I got
Yeah.
like, that weird effect that froze me for like 10 minutes?
Yeah, and you did straight up like see visions of a weird place.
Yeah.
Like there was just a big ass dude underneath you and he's like the size of a planet.
Yeah.
So, Kanju, we need to look inside of your inventory. Hopefully it loads.
Ceremonial dagger.
Yup. All right. Perfect, perfect. Flare.
Yeah.
Bussing the tables. Are you doing anything else other than that? Or are you just gonna clean them off and... Did you-
I can like clean them off and see if I can find any like loose coins on the ground and stuff like that.
Hit me with an investigation check. You find 1 copper coin on the ground.
Yay! 1 copper! Woo!
Well then, do the lot of you have a busy day planned, or what?
I guess we'll be going around it. Around, I guess.
She does, I say, and point at Barley.
Ha ha ha, yes you do. There is so much cleaning to be done.
Oh, I wonder if I'd be cleaning long objects today.
Well, the table is quite long, and it does need to be wiped out. We have had guests eating after all.
I give her a knowing nod, like, yeah, I get you.
I get you.
We'll be
Well,
seeing
you-
about
Good luck at finding the mirror or any information about it.
okay. Where's the exit?
Alright, now we're gonna have to go back into Theater of the Mind mode. So, does everybody have the thing with Footgrove open?
Yeah.
Alright. If y'all are heading out into town, go ahead and open up that map.
I don't think I have that.
I posted it in the Party B chat, so go ahead and open that, buddy boy.
My Andrew world is open.
Good. So, up in the upper portion, you'll see an orange little doot called the Bell End Bar and Inn.
Yes.
That is where you currently are. So who's going to be leading and where are you going?
I'm really low on arrows.
So I guess we go to the Footgrove market.
Please.
Roger. Shouldn't take more than about 5 minutes for you guys to get to the market proper.
I want to be looking around for a guy with a limp as we're moving.
All right.
Stop moving.
Go ahead and hit me with a perception check.
Can I help him look? So he has...
Absolutely. You'll have advantage on your perception check.
Am I all like on his shoulders?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Most definitely. So between here and the marketplace, you do not pick out any old men with a limp. However, you do see quite a few people who seem to have bandages wrapped around either their faces, their necks, or their arms. They seem to be functioning just fine, just keeping themselves bandaged up. And you do also recognize a somewhat familiar scent from Kanju on some of these people.
I tap the turtle on the head and say, "Look."
I turn to look at the shady figures and I'm like,
I point at them and then I
Jeez.
kind of jerk a thumb back at Kanju.
yeah, I see what you mean. Should we follow them?
They just seem to be going about their day. Like, out of maybe 6 people you've seen on this fairly empty street, 2 of them seem to just... One of them's heading towards the direction of the market as well, and one of them's heading back towards the path north of Footgrove.
I'm gonna tap Donnie on the show and be like, maybe we should ask them if they were successfully revived.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's ask them if whatever's happening to the bunny is normal.
Also, do I notice them talking about me?
Are you directly right next to those guys?
I'm probably more towards the front.
Isn't he on Donnie's show?
That's Pasha on Donnie's shell.
I'm on Donnie's
Yeah.
show.
My days of carrying Bonnie is over.
Oh no. Fuck it, that'll work. What in the world? Can I just do that and then call it the party? Do y'all see it moving around on your screens?
What?
On the
Well,
World Anvil map?
Nothing's
No.
moved.
It's just the
Nope.
normal map for me.
Shit, dog, I guess refresh the page.
Okay.
There's no icon now.
Oh, there's like bubbles.
A little potion vial.
Oh, cool.
That's y'all!
Neat.
Let's see if I can do a stupid thing. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, so do you continue towards the marketplace, following the other person heading that direction, or what's the plan?
Can I try and get
I
their
see.
attention?
Absolutely. They're not walking at a fast pace, so you can easily catch up directly to them or holler. You're on a shell, so...
I pat Donnie on the head and say, "Catch up to them!"
I
Must.
jog a little bit faster towards the one going to the market.
I'm gonna
Alright.
follow.
And Kanju, you see your allies starting to overtake you.
Look around and start walking a little faster to keep up with them.
You guys are within 10, 8, 5 feet of this other person walking. Vaguely humanoid shaped, long hair, humanish complexion.
I want to try and get their attention by, like, I don't know, shouting at them.
What is your power word?
Hey! Wait!
What do you want?
You're... And then he stops and thinks. for a second.
Is this a goblin riding a turtle? I dig it, man. You've
Listen.
got style. Yes, I'm listening. What?
Are you... insected?
Incepted?
Oh.
My
Afflicted.
been brought back.
Brought back. What do you mean brought back?
I put
Him.
the bunny.
Ah. Oh, you mean... Well, brought back, You brought back from what? I still don't get it.
We're
I kind of make the knife on the neck motion.
reanimated.
Reanimated? That's ridiculous. I was healed, like... 4 or 5 months ago. I got bit by a T-Rex. But I mean, I survived that. I'm fine.
Why still have bandage?
It's just... It's been a thing, you know. A lot of people seem to just be sick with it. I don't know if it spreads or not. You might want to keep your distance. But I've been getting it treated. Every so often I go up and see the healers.
Oh. Friendly old ladies?
Yes, very friendly. I mean, they're the ones that treated me after the fucking dino brought my wounds to be all fixed up and stuff. They were wonderful, absolutely lovely ladies.
I just tap Donnie on the head and say, let's go.
Before we take off, would you happen to know anything about a mirror that they seem to be extremely interested in?
A mirror, no, but the 3 healers are very knowledgeable about a lot of things, so... I mean, if there was some kind of a mirror, I'm sure they'd have an interest in it.
Before
Do you ever...
I ask him, have you by any chance seen a lot of weird people wearing the same, like, reddish cloud?
Reddish cloud? Like, there were... Like, I mean, there's a lot of people who wear a lot of really strange things.
I mean, like, a whole group with the same cloaks trying to, like, blend in.
He looks a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, I've seen people, you know.
How about a hunched over old man, bald as the sun, walks around with a cane?
Look, you're asking a lot of questions, and I'm a little bit busy.
Well, fine. I guess we are. Thank you.
And he seems to try and speed up and kind of get away from you guys. You hear him mutter under his breath, tourists, man. And he heads his way to the market district. You may want to refresh your refresh that map page, because I moved the little doobly-doot. I wish that updated in real time. That'd have been sweet, because I'm moving stuff around on it.
You guys reckon he might be a cultist?
I'm beginning to debate to
Definitely.
think that, I'm beginning to think
Definitely.
I'm beginning to think that the entire process that we are going through is going to be remembered by our friend.
While they are walking and having had that conversation, Barley, go ahead and hit me with another investigation check if you're still looking around the bar.
Okay. Woo, that's a good one.
All right. You wind up finding 4 gold coins. One of them seemed to be underneath a rug. On top of those 4 gold coins that you found, you've picked up quite a few bottles and a bunch of flagons of ale, some of them still with ale in them. And you also find a tankard that doesn't look like any of the other tankards in this inn. Most of the mugs and things that they use here have iconography that is unique to the Bell End Bar and Inn. However, you find a branded flagon with the iconography of a different inn, to which you read at the bottom of it is written Hogsfoot Tavern and Inn. There also seems to be some scratchings upon this flagon. So go ahead and write in your inventory that you are holding a vandalized branded flagon. Quotation marks, Hogsfoot.
Vandalize. Vandalize what?
Branded flagon.
Okay. That is now in my inventory.
Would you like a description of the markings that have been scratched into it?
Yes.
It looks like two hands that are making a very pained gesture and grasping upwards.
Well, that's pretty odd.
There happens to be an eye perfectly spaced in between those two hands. And that is what you find during the time that they are talking. So back to the others. You're just about entering the market district. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. I just don't feel like asking more people, so I'm just... Can I roll an investigation check and try to find people wearing the same cloaks of the cultists that trapped me?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm just gonna walk around and try to look for people with the same cloak.
Go ahead and hit me with one.
Oh.
Pasha shifts around a little bit at one moment and kind of like, just for a brief moment, that hand just like brushes over your eye.
So bumpy.
He's carrying someone that didn't move.
And you guys do find yourselves once again in the market district. You see a town crier who's just dingling a little bell and trying to pawn newspapers off on people. You see that familiar potion seller Wiener who you spoke to previously. And all of the other shops.
Kanju, you needed some arrows, was it?
Yeah, I need some arrows. I'm really low.
I need some bolts for my crossbow. Let's go find a shop.
Same.
I jump off his back and run over to the potion seller.
All right.
Fun.
Potion seller, give me your strongest potion. I'm going to battle.
You're not here. You can
No, you cannot have them. My potions are fit for a beast, let alone a man.
I am a beast.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We will do Kanju's thing first. So, with a bunch of you walking around, you do see that there are stalls that prominently have weapons and such on display. And walking towards that, the second or third stall does have somebody who has a couple bows on display and some arrows.
I was trying to get your attention, DM.
Yes?
Before we leave the potion cellar, I want to say I broke one random empty bottle.
You broke a random empty bottle? Brazen, you fucking son of a gun! Put it back to the calm music.
It reads your mind.
Potion seller Wiener, as you pass by, looks at you and goes, tisk tisk tisk, where do you think you are going? You break my stock, you are going to have to replace it, yes? You're going to pay for that, of course.
How much was the bottle?
Well, you see, I do not have a very big stock of empty bottles anymore, so I am going to need you to pay at least 1 gold.
10 silver.
You drive a hard bargain. Give me your monies right now.
I hand her 10 silver.
Notarize that you have lost 10 silver.
Giggles as the fact that I actually hand over 10 silver.
And they count it to make sure it's 10. I can't see your character sheet, so you know, who knows what you're actually doing.
Oh no, I changed it.
I can't see. Dude, I literally cannot open your character sheet specifically. I can open everyone else, not yours. What is going on? I'm gonna refresh again. But anyways, as you walk by, Pasha,
Yes.
you walk over to the potion seller.
I put my hands like up onto the counter because I imagine it's taller than I am.
You're still on the shell.
I jumped off.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
You disembark.
But yeah. But
Ah,
hello
yes,
again.
my little friend. What can I do for you?
Yes, I am looking for someone who has something I need.
Someone. But who is this someones you are looking for?
Strange, humans. Robes, religious.
These strange people you are looking for? Quite a rumor you are trying to pursue, aren't you? And they just reach their hand out and do like a gimme motion.
Aha, I'm not there, so you can't have me pay.
Well, I find rumors enlightening. And I put 2 silver pieces in her hand.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. Ooh. Oh, let me switch my thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Potion seller Vina happily takes the silver from you. All right, so basically, as she leans in closer to you, well, you see, there are quite a lot of strangers that have been coming and going as of late, and you know, they do travel in onesies and twosies, sometimes threesies. There is ein, zwei, and drei of them. We have seen people we do not recognize coming and going. Not so much as of lately, though.
Do you know where they come from?
Well, they come from the road.
Which one?
East of here.
Oh.
And you would know east of here is where you guys came from traveling. I think you guys traveled west to get to Footgrove from Trelif Grotto, which is where you fought the cultists initially.
Yes.
But we haven't seen any of them in the last 2 days. They seem to be, I guess, Busy with something?
Yeah, so they must be busy. Have you seen it come from anywhere else? Hmm?
Well, coming from anywhere else, you see, it's not so much that we see people wearing the robes, it's, more of just these strangers we're not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, south from here, they tend to come from. Those are the two places they usually come anyways, along those roads. At least if they are coming to the market district, that is where they are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully if they are a problem like we assume, the bandits at the cave may tear them up. Oh, those bandits, they really get on my last nerve. You know, I have lost many shipments of my supplies along that road. Quite troublesome.
Terrible.
Are you strong by any chance, little one?
Strong for me size.
You do travel with a group, yes?
Just kind of gives her a suspicious look.
Well, we are very low on supplies, and your little rabbit friend broke us one of my last bottles. We are needing more of them. There is a lovely old man who normally makes my bottles. Perhaps sometime you could gather supplies for me, yeah? There would be payment in order.
Yes, that would be very nice, yes.
Well. So, if you perhaps were going to say, do this job for Vina, would you be willing to get your hands a little dirtier?
Just kind of shows her palms and gives her a look like, uh-huh.
Well, Vina has lost something very dearest to us. And I think those nasty bandits, I think they have taken it for themselves. Would you travel to Trelif Grotto and look for something special, something out of the ordinary?
Out of ordinary?
Yes, like some things you wouldn't see all the time. Like, you know, perhaps a box that moves of its own accord. They just like start raising their eyebrows like wink, 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 wink. Yes, it is a very special box. And it moves.
I nod and I kind of like wink back and I'm like, yeah, I got you. Question, that grotto is where we killed all those people, right? You said?
Absolutely. You will need to be very careful though. They're nasty bandits and they have been stealing Vina shipments and troubling the nearby peoples. Very, very nasty. You must travel with supplies. Come. Vina can sell you some healing potions.
Oh, I has enough healing potion. I am going to go.
Very, very good.
And he walks away.
Yes. Could we shake on a deal, perhaps?
He stops and just kind of looks around, like, he just turns around, just walks back up.
And this tall human just reaches her hand down over to you.
All right. I reach out and I shake.
Very, very good. No rush, but perhaps within the week we can get my assing back, yes. And if you travel beyond that road, another job we have for you. Please take this note to the bottle maker. Get him to send a new shipment after the fact, and this time escort it for me. So those are the two things I want from you. Escort my supplies back to me.
Good. And
And
I take
clear out that nasty cave.
I just kind of wink and give a grin and walk away.
Kanju. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Excellent. You find yourself approaching a couple of stalls. You walk past first an armor stall, someone who's actively on a grind wheel sharpening a sword, and you come across a stall that seems to have some arrows. Before you approach, hit me with a perception check. Off in the distance, you see somebody with similarly colored hair. They seem to also be a rabbit folk.
I duck my head low and pretend not to see them. Especially in my current burned state.
Roger. So you approach the stall, kind of keeping a lower profile. Hello there, can I help you?
Yes, I would like to buy some arrows, please.
Arrows, absolutely. How many are you looking for?
What kind do you have?
Well, I have 3 bundles of 20. These are fine quality. My Fletcher has really outdone himself. They all dovetail, of course, on this fletching here, and he lifts up one of the arrows and just shows it to you, and you can see here, passing an arrow over, there's not a curve to be seen. Perfectly straight. The arrowheads are of an iron make.
Did I inspect the arrow?
Absolutely. You inspect the arrow and see that it is of good quality.
How much is it per bundle?
Well, I am looking for in the ballpark of 1 gold and 20 silver per bundle.
Would you be willing to take 2 bundles for 2 gold?
2 bundles for 2 gold. I will let 2 bundles go for 2 gold and 10 silver. I'm getting attacked. Hold on.
Uh-oh. The
I'm
cat
all
has
good.
got
Continue.
him.
I guess I'll take 2 bundles then.
You pass the gold over?
I'm gonna pass 3 gold, or so it's a gold. It's 1 gold and 10 silver.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass over 3 gold, expecting change.
They pass you back? It's a 1 to 10 for silver, right? Wait, no, not 20 silver, not 10. It's 10 silver as a gold.
Yes.
They pass you back 9 silvers.
All right, thank you. Do you have any questions to dip the arrows in?
Something to tip the arrows in? What do you mean? Like a poison?
Poison tipped, preferably.
You may want to get to the potion seller about that one. I know of Vina. Her stall is over there. She doesn't often deal in poisons, more so potions, but maybe she knows.
Oh, DM, how many arrows are in a bundle?
20. So you should have... Why do you have 2 arrows?
I don't know. I'm just trying to keep up with them.
It's whack. I'll have to look at it later.
Alright. Before you switch characters, I'm gonna ask him got any crossbow bolts?
Crossbow bolts, let's see. A little bit less often do I deals with these, but yes, we do have some. Let me just pull them out of my stack here. Doo-doo. My shop crashed. I'm so sorry, my dude.
It's cool.
Yes, here we go. Have a look. And he pulls out some crossbow bolts, which also seem to be wooden, iron-tipped. I'm not so familiar with the work of this vendor, but they are still straight, and I think they will fly. I use a bow myself, so I have not fired them. I cannot speak for the quality. Everything I have, well, I have... Let's see.
Oh, the crossbow bolts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 25 crossbow bolts at my disposal. So, 1 full bundle, and 5 more. So how about I simply charge you a gold and a silver?
Okay.
Alright. So tally off your gold, and 25 crossbow bolts are handed over to you.
And I guess I'm gonna walk to Donnie and hand us some to him.
I'm sorry, what?
You need
Hello?
crossbow bolts, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna give him half my stack.
Wow.
You give him 12.5 crossbow bolts.
I'll give him 12 and take the one.
Give me 12. Yeah. Can I give Morty like 5 silvers in return?
Absolutely. And Barley, while all of this is going down in the market district, you feel you've cleaned up the lobby pretty damn well. And yeah, you've picked the place clean.
Woo! I guess I'd be eavesdropping.
Alright, go ahead, and another group enters into the tavern. So go ahead and give me a perception check as you wait their table.
Hey, dirty 20, nice.
Dirty 20. You wind up hearing one of them speak. Those nasty people from the Eastern Rove haven't been coming by as much lately, have they? No, I haven't seen them. Haven't seen them in days. But it's kind of nice. I don't like them always meeting up and talking and staring down people. I feel quite a bit better with them not being so around. Might mean we get to go drinking at Hogsfoot more often. I don't want to drink at Hogsfoot, though. That place is so nasty. Aye, but that's where we met, isn't it? I suppose so. It's about all of interest you catch from their conversation. The rest of it seems to be talking about their favorite crochet patterns and talk of buying different cloths and such and trying to piece them together into nice things for their friends and family.
Oh, ain't they nice? Sounds like I should check out that place sometime.
Do you think that to yourself, or do you mention it?
Think that to myself.
Roger. And the barkeep waves you over.
Ow.
Well, you've done a good job in here, yeah. Go ahead and have a gold piece. I suppose things are cleaned up, and I have no more need for you.
Alright then.
As you see some of the normal wait staff that you had met previously enters into the tavern, gives a nod to you, and heads back to start actually doing their job.
No, I decided to head out and try to listen to gossip and stuff and try to find out where that bar is.
All right. So we'll go ahead and it's going to be about a 5-minute walk to the market district if that's where you want to start heading and listen in. It's the biggest road in town.
Might as well, bigger the place, the more people talking.
All right, so the lot of you have wound up buying the things that you needed from your shops, right? What did
Is there a town or somewhere in town that I know of that would be able to inspect the ceremonial dagger?
that you know of? No.
Yeah.
Places that could look at it? Absolutely, you're standing near one of them. But that, like, as a specialty, you have no clue.
Go to the nearest stall and ask them if they know anyone who would be able to look at this.
The nearest stall to you is the arrow stall that you were previously at, and he just points and says, "Yeah, bladed things and weapons. Right over there."
I flip him a silver and I go,
Thank you.
Ah, hello. What can I do for you, little one?
"Oh, I came into possession of this," and I hand them the dagger.
Oh, now that's a sickly looking thing.
What is it?
Well, the iconography on it's a little bit profane. Ah, it looks awful. Let's see, what do we got here?
And this dwarf puts the blade to his mouth and just goes and bites down on the metal.
Seems to be steel. Definitely tastes it at least. Little bit dull here. Probably needs to be worked up a little bit. Never seen a pommel and hilt so gregarious looking. Who the hell made this? Did you just find it?
Yes.
It's quite the weird looking thing. I like the little eye in the center though, that's a nice touch, but the wrist guards, it's kind of interesting that they're like in the shape of hands. I don't know, it's kind of looks like something someone had made for him or special purposes or shady business.
Magical?
Magical? I don't really deal in magics. It tastes a little funny if that answers a question.
I didn't catch that.
I give it a lick.
You silly goober. Tastes like metal and dwarf spit because he licked it too.
Ew! I'd like to think I look the other side.
I didn't catch that last bit.
I like to think I would have licked the other side.
All right, you lick the other side and it tastes less of dwarf spit, more like dwarf mustache.
Oh,
A little bit of like strawberry jam. Old blood.
well, thank you for your help. That's all I needed.
Well, of course. Do you want me to sharpen that thing up for you?
Did you catch that?
Oh, let me test it out. I stabbed it. No, I'm kidding. No. I don't stab him. No. No, that'll be fine. I'll just keep it safe for now. You know what? Fuck it. Sharpen it. Sharpen it. I'm very confused. Sharpen it. Make it sharp. I need
All
to
right.
bottle.
This will be just about 5 minutes here. Let me just go have a look-see over it. And since you're new in town and you're looking a little, how's about 1 silver?
Hand over to.
Thank you, you're so kind.
And he puts it down onto the grindstone and starts just working the blade over a little bit, running some leather straps across it after grinding out a little imperfection on it.
The priest is gonna love this.
All right,
I'm just trying to tease him.
you other lot. He does a little chuckle after you make that comment. Pasha, Morty, and Donnie. Is anybody still looking out for, like, weird robed people?
Yes.
I think I would.
I hear two, so do you guys want to do separate checks or help action?
I can help Morty.
Alright. Morty, perception with advantage.
You might be better at that.
Okay, then.
Donnie, perception with advantage.
All right. And there we go.
$23. So as far as you can see, you've looked to just about everybody who's come through. And although you do see some people who wear robes, they don't seem to be of the same attire as the cultists that you encountered. But out of these people passing through, you do wind up catching one of them wearing a hood over their head that is traveling along the south road away from the market.
Hey guys, that one over there looks mighty suspicious.
I
think
run
I'm
up
gonna-
to them.
You approach, and they just kind of glance down at you.
Not the robed people. I'm catching up with my buddies because I was separate from them.
Okie doke.
Remember?
I'm gonna stealth around and kind of follow the cloak figure.
Go ahead and roll
I will-
me a stealth check. You feel pretty stealthy.
Can I find Donnie now?
You absolutely just you want to perceive, or do you just, what's your passive perception?
One moment. I don't remember where that is. Never mind, I found it. 12.
Well, for one, he's right in front of you as you're approaching, as he starts to slink about, so you already see him, but for a very brief moment, he blinks out of your perception. No. You see your buddy trying to slink around.
I go up and I start poking him in the shoulder. Hey, hey. I got a lead. Me. Weird strangers coming up the south road.
That's being said to you, Donnie.
What?
Pasha was just speaking to you.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, I thought it wasn't with me.
Was saying, hey, I've got a lead. There are weird strangers coming up the southern roads.
Oh. Yes. Let's just follow them for now, see where they go.
And by this time, Barley, you wind up making it to the town square as well. Welcome to the market district.
Whew. I immediately start asking around about where this bar would be.
Hogsfoot,
Yep.
you approach the nearest person you see, which is a dumb-looking guard. Oh, hello, Poppet.
Hello there. Would you mind giving me directions?
Oh, directions, I can do that.
I'm looking for the Hogsfoot Tavern.
It's just along the southern road. Just follow the big road. You'll find it in no time.
Thank
Pray
you.
tell why you ain't at a shithole like that when we've got Earl Bell End That's what I like to drink.
It is a very lovely place. I recommend it. It's clean.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
careful, there's trouble afoot. And keep out of trouble yourself.
And he just kind of narrows his eyes on you as you leave. You do see that your party seems to be about here. Hit me with a perception check if you don't mind.
That was the most generic guard you ever played, by the way.
Oh,
Mission accomplished.
17.
I never stealthed, by the way, so.
You never stealthed? Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah, my
It's good
friends
to know.
are slinking around. I'm just standing there, I guess.
Yep. So they're kind of like sticking to like the more left hand side, and you're just following along. Like, yep. Go ahead, you bunch of knuckleheads. So you definitely saw Pasha just like walking after and following. You see a mass that might be Donnie's turtle shell. And over towards a bunch of like equipment and weapon stalls, you see a rabbit folk wearing familiar clothes and orange hair. And somewhere a little bit further to the east, you see a different rabbit folk, also with orange hair, similar fur color to Kanju. And so, yeah, you know that your party's here. Where do you wish to go?
I go over to the guy not stealthing and ask, "What's those two doing?"
To you, Pasha.
Oh, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Like, what are those two doing?
Oh, which ones is she referring to? I'm so sorry.
He turned down. I'm talking about
Oh.
Donnie. Looks like he's trying to stealth.
Are you awake, my man?
Him? I zoned out. I apologize.
I'll forgive you this time. Continue.
It's okay.
No.
Oh, Turtle thinks he's sneaky. Don't know where the other one went.
As you know, looking over where she was Kenji and part of her thinking like, I'm going over there and there's definitely going to be trouble. But at the same time, she should probably watching over her friend and look at him. Just make sure Donnie doesn't get into trouble. Moving
He
over
thinks he's following bad guys down south.
down south. Well, that is getting towards the tavern I was planning to check at.
Probably further south than that.
Let's check it out.
He shrugs.
She shooks too. Everyone followed Donnie. Not stealthing either.
And as they start prepping for that, Kanju, the dwarf, passes you back the dagger, which definitely looks a little bit sharper than it was previously.
Here you go.
Like they were edged away.
No. The thing about this dagger is that the handguard doobly-doo is like in the shape of hands reaching up, and there's like an eyeball at the very bottom where the blade starts.
Well, thank you for sharpening it.
Aye, but of course. You have a wonderful day now.
You too. And then I saunter off.
DM?
Sneakily? Go ahead, Pasha.
Is that the knife that stabbed me? Just out of character, I'm just wondering.
I believe that was a scimitar that stabbed you.
Oh, okay.
And that was like a warlock pact weapon.
Gotcha.
But it also had similar design. Back to you, Kanju. Are you still keeping a low posture?
Yes.
stealthily or just low posture?
Low posture.
All right.
Fuck, I fucking closed it. Goddammit.
Whoopsie doodle.
Loaded fast this time.
That's good. I'm glad. Just glancing about, you see this other rabbit folk is just looking about, and eyes just pass by you, and then a sound just like catches their attention, and they look away.
One second. No, I don't have anything. Yeah, then I'll try to walk by them and then go back to my group if they're still around.
You do gain a sense of familiarity from this person.
Oh, like what kind of familiarity? Like familial?
Familial. This is one of your cousins.
Ooh, I'm gonna accidentally drop a ration right next to him and try to pick it up to see if they even notice I'm there.
With a little bit of a... Your ration smacks down upon the ground, and their ear just... With a little bit of a jump, they just... And they turn and look.
I just pick up my ration and start walking away and just see if they even notice who I am.
Kanju?
My ear twitches, but I keep walking.
Kanju?
Ear twitches again.
They start to follow after you. Kanju!
I start to run. I run into an alleyway.
You hear them just muttering to themselves and being very peeved about that, but they don't pursue you.
Oh no?
They don't. Hearing something about... Muttering something about your, Of course they should have known via your reputation that you would just run away. Always running from things.
Ooh, that makes me feel even worse. I'm just gonna hide in the alleyway for a bit now.
Oh man. Kinda all on your own over here. Your party seems to be heading elsewhere though. And also, a lot of you note that you guys are leaving the market district now. And the four of you, do you wish to continue on south?
Yes, so I'm balling Donnie.
Same.
Donnie.
Hopefully it's
follow
up to
the
Donnie.
figure. Yeah.
And you're following this figure?
Yes, I'm gonna try to keep following it and be stealthy, not to be noticed by the figure.
Gotcha. Hit me with a perception check if you don't mind.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay.
You can hit some stealth again, but...
I kind of wanted to try and be more stealthy, so can I do
Yeah,
that?
well, hit your stealth, of course. I just want to see what you see, first of all.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, you think you're stealthy. Think you're doing good. You may have nudged against something, but that's fine, that's fine. You're doing good.
At 1 point.
Yeah, you went better 1 point with that 6. Oh lord.
They definitely don't seem to turn and pay any attention towards you guys. Just carrying about their business. The occasional rustle of some bags that they're carrying. Some sacks. Seems like some stuff is rolling about in them. And a little clink of metal occasionally. As about... I'm going to move the party thing. If you guys want to refresh. They stop at about this point and start taking a key out and unlocking the door to a residential looking building. looks to be a house of some sort.
Hmm.
They now open the door, and they start to walk inside.
The what?
They open a door, and they start to walk inside.
Ah, okay. Hmm. Does it has any windows, maybe?
Yeah,
Hmm.
the windows that you can see at the front of this house seem to be shaded to a degree, so there's likely curtains on the other side of them. Well, there's a little bit of warm light coming through the cracks of the curtains.
Is by any chance the house next to an alley or something like that that could hide us better?
Yeah, there's an alleyway that leads into a collection of buildings, actually.
Okay, I think I'm gonna just stay there. I'm kind of wait a bit, like give it some time before I try to get inside the house, so I not immediately notice.
And the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna head in behind him, but I'm gonna try and look in a window or something.
I consider it. Part of me is like, consider and just go and turn around and go towards the bar or something. I decided to climb up to look at the window. If nothing interesting, I would just decide to head towards the bar. And I don't climb that building, I climb a nearby building to get a better vantage point.
Either 2 perception checks or perception check with help action to give you advantage. Your choice.
Well,
Well, we're both trying
I'm
to
in
look
the
through
alley
the
with
window.
the turtle.
So then 2 perception checks.
Do I
Yeah.
know they're there?
Yes, he's helping me all the way from the alleyway over there.
Ooh.
There are curtains, and there is a little bit of light shining through, but the curtains seem to be pulled up to a degree that you can't really see through the gap very well. As for Barley, from the other side you're at, you do catch just a little bit of a glimpse of this guy now taking his hood down, a set of luscious golden hair, and some ears that stick out quite far off of his head. Appears to be an elf, and he seems to be...
No, it's a DOS.
Seems to be opening this satchel. And from your position there, and just looking through, you can see that he is taking groceries out of the satchel and setting them out on the table.
Nothing
Giant
very suspicious
follicle.
like that. So we decide to climb up on top of the building and head towards the tavern.
You're gonna climb up on this building?
Yeah, the one I was climbing to look through in the first place.
As you're climbing up, just an old lady kind of walking by, just like looks up and says, "Now get down from there, you nasty cat!"
Meow.
Doesn't stop, just makes that comment at you.
I continue climbing after meowing.
Give me an athletics check.
Do you at least tell us, or do you just leave us behind to watch this guy?
You look like we're having. Oh God, I'm falling off.
You looked towards that woman as she was talking to you, and your hand misses a little bit of the ledge you were grabbing at, and you find yourself slipping. You take 2 points of damage. You stubbed your ankle a little bit and catch yourself from falling face first into the ground.
Oof. Ouch. I guess I have to walk on the ground now.
I mean, you could always try to keep climbing up.
No thanks.
Kanju. You still up there in that corner?
I am, and judging by my role, I'm having a mental breakdown.
You are having quite a little bit of a mental breakdown. Some thoughts of prior events happening in your life just come rolling back as you find yourself dipping into some very dark places in your mind.
Just stay in the alleyway for longer then.
All right, the three of you looking into that building, do you continue like snooping?
Yeah, I'm gonna start like scouting around the perimeter, see what's going on.
All right.
Find anything interesting.
The first thing you note is as you scout around the perimeter, you do see that there is one guard starting to walk down the road.
Ooh. I would like to stealth then.
Hit
if
me.
That's all right.
Beautiful. He was doing a yawn as you caught sight of him, and you dip your head back and then lower yourself a bit more to the ground and peek out. You have a good sight on him.
I mean, I'll just wait for him to walk by and then continue doing what I'm doing.
Donnie?
Can I just like get into my shell in the alleyway and like watch from inside the shell, kind of like a topple over barrel, like to be less conspicuous?
Go ahead and retract into your shell.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Mortimer?
Wordy.
Morty,
Wordy.
Mortimer?
Mort.
Mort!
Morty.
Mort, man, come back.
In the meantime, everybody, let's go ahead and take just a brief 5-minute break. Get some water.
Get some. Hello?
Ah, he's here.
Yeah, I had to deal with my dog. Sorry.
Okay.
That's all good. We are also going to take a 5-minute break, and I will see you back here in a bit.
Okay.
All right. How's everyone doing?
Good.
All right.
Moist.
Moist.
No, don't say that word. I
Moist
hate it.
bun.
Mm.
What about crumpet? Do you hate the word crumpet?
I actually love that word.
That word's okay. Just not moist. Eh. Makes me think of old women.
Alrighty. Everyone back?
Yes.
E.
Here.
Mortimer, what are you doing during all of this?
I'm just kicking it at this point. I mean, I've literally just been following Donnie. I'm gonna sit outside the door, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, and then I'm just gonna be like, shake my head, look down at the ground, look back, see if anybody's there.
So as for the door of this house, eventually you do start hearing some sounds of the door opening again. And that guard walks by, doesn't really seem to pay much mind. He glances over at the turtle shell thing and is just like, "It's odd," and just walks by, paying it no mind.
It's just an odd
Nice.
barrel, dude.
But the door to that house does open back up. And this elven figure now walking... Are you still in the way of the door?
Yes.
Just kind of... Ah,
As if I was
excuse
about
me.
to knock.
Ah. Hello, sir. Excuse me.
And I'm going to move aside.
Thank you, thank you. Ah, did you have business with me?
I'm not even sure what to. And I'm gonna kind of like back off and walk away.
Ah, well, I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for. Must have been the wrong house. Good day, sir. And he heads outside, and he's carrying a bag with him, and he kind of goes over to the side of his house and throws the bag into like a pile of bags. Seems to be like a communal trash area of sorts, where everybody in the neighborhood's throwing their junk. Afterwards, he turns back around and heads back inside.
Oh, what happened to my two friends?
I'm assuming I was watching all that.
Probably, yeah. So you saw.
That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting there like, where are my friends? And I'm starting to wonder if they're not in the bag. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna walk out, I guess, at this point. I want to head over to that bag.
Heck yeah. What are your intentions here with it?
I am going to rummage.
Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Hit me with an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna get out of the shell.
Yikes.
Yep.
You're finding lots of very tasty bits of food. Definitely looks like this guy's garbage. You find some crumpled up pieces of paper, you throw them aside, they don't look tasty. There's a smell in there that's you're hunting for, so you track it down and find it.
Nice.
Some slightly rotten fruit.
Cool, yeah. Well, eat the good bits.
Hell yes. Your tummy rumbles as your hunger is sated for the moment. Anyone else?
I'm gonna go out next to Mori and be like, where is Kanju? Because I saw Pasha going for the trash can. We're missing the bunny.
I have no idea.
Well, shit.
I'm still in the alley.
Panic?
Sanity's still very low.
I'm gonna walk up to Donnie and hand him like a nibbled on like apple. Say, here you go.
Thank you. I'm gonna make like I'm eating it, but not really.
As you do that, a couple more people start walking down this road. Two of them seem to be chatting with each other. Seem to be two nice old ladies. Oh, it's been so long since I've had a nice drink at Hogsfoot. Hopefully those nasty bunch of bunglers aren't there.
I would like to scrutinize these ladies as they walk by.
They're old, they're kind, and one of them is actively knitting as they walk.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Nice old ladies.
Yes, we have a good history with nice old ladies, don't we?
Glare at him.
I kind of walk to one of them and I'm like, excuse me, but what was the name of that tavern you were mentioning?
Oh, Hogsfoot? Don't eat there. Hogsfoot's kind of a rummaged old place. If you're looking for a nice drink, head up to the other one. I'm only humoring her for old time's sake.
I was kind of looking for a place a little bit cheaper. The one we are currently in, I feel is too much for my pockets, if you know what I mean.
All right, if you don't mind sleeping on the ground.
As the louder one just kind of chuckles, and the two of them just stop for a brief moment.
What are you broke, Turtle Man?
What?
What are you broke, Turtle Man?
Oh no, not exactly, but if I stay in that other inn, I might as well be by the end of the week.
Aha! Well, there's plenty of work to go around. Well, anyways, you have a nice day, young fella. We're gonna go have a drink.
Sure, this Ox place, where is it exactly? I will.
It's just down the road. I mean, you know. You just keep following the big road and you'll reach Hogsfoot.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
Oh, of course, of course.
And the two of them kind of hurry off since they are late.
I'm gonna go to Ox. I'm going there.
I heard very vaguely one person going to Hogsfoot.
Yes, I'm gonna go there.
I'm with the turtle.
I should already be there.
You've been making your way there, Barley, and so Mortimer, sticking with the group or staying where you are? Alrighty.
I'm gonna follow the group.
You guys do walk the rest of the way down the road and find yourself upon this kind of banged up, ugly looking building. It looks like at one point it might have been like half something else, but it's just been retrofitted into this dinky, ugly looking place. One of the windows is broken and boarded up, and the other is just filthy. And you do see the image of a hog's foot, which, Barley, you recognize from that mug that you found.
Might as well go in and snoop a little bit. Maybe this place is still standing.
Kanju? Sanity save.
Oh my god.
Alright, you can go ahead and head to bed, my man. I don't think you're ever getting out of this situation. Just kidding. That's awful, my guy.
It's brutal.
Bunny's just gonna sleep on the alleyway.
Y'all just
Until someone
left
finds him.
Kanju there.
He runs ahead of us all the time, though.
You do. Alright. Don't mind the fact that I'm just manually dragging your tokens around on a map. Don't pay attention to anything you see anywhere, and here we are.
No.
The group of you find yourself. Oh! The group of you find yourself down at Hogsfoot Tavern. I'm probably a ding dong doob, and that's a locked door. Let me fix that for you.
Yeah.
There
that was
you
a long
go.
door. Meow.
I can't see shit.
Welcome to Hogsfoot Tavern. What'll you have?
Yeah,
Dragon Fist Ale? You want some crackers and cheese? What'll it be?
Dragon Ale. Are you okay, sir?
I'm fine, what of it?
You're coughing very
That's
heavily.
fine, it's just a cough. Don't worry about that. I ain't
Are you
sick or
dying?
anything. Dying? We're all dying. Are you stupid? You said one dragon ale coming up.
Okay, sir.
Whoop.
I'm gonna pull on like Donnie's arm
Whoop.
to get his attention.
Yes, what is it?
Where did Rabbit go?
I just start to look around and notice Kanju is nowhere to be seen. And I'm like, I don't know. She was with us back in the market.
Oh. Maybe he found gold.
Well, what I hope she did, and that's how she died in the first place. And I am starting to really worry about the bunny. I think I'm gonna try to run back to the market to see if I can find her.
So I got one person running back to the market. Anyone else going with?
I'm jumping on Donnie's back again so he can move faster.
Paint him red.
Smart.
Must.
Paint him red.
And Morty, what are you doing?
Mort?
It is tough.
Mort. Mort, man, come back, please.
Guess he's managing his dogs.
No, it's okay.
Alright, so Barley, as they travel back, one drink is placed upon the table. And your name?
Oh, I'm Barley. You?
Barley, nice to meet you. I'm Beatty. Beatty the barkeep. Remember the name.
Okay, Beatty. Rough business here, huh?
Rough business? What are you talking about? Business is booming. It's never been better. We've drinks, we've crackers and cheese. We've beds if you're tired. And I've even got a fancy rooms with a bedpan. If you'd like to clean up.
Bedpan, okay.
You know, like a wash bucket.
Oh, okay, that's great.
I've even left a little sliver of soap in there. It'd be nice and refreshing.
That's great. It's just like maybe this guy probably need to use that soap. As I examine around the room.
Coming out of one of the rooms is, you recognize a dragonborn. Just
Ooh,
walking
exotic.
about.
Hello there.
He turns over to you. Hi.
Oh no, that voice. And you're an interesting fellow.
Cha, I'm kind of a big deal.
I don't see many dragonborns. Heard about you.
Well, you won't really see lots of us. We're like travelers, like adventurers, or kind of a big deal.
Yeah, you definitely look like a big deal.
Ooh.
Glad someone recognizes talent. So, like, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a bard. I'm also coming looking for my brother.
Aren't we all looking for a brother?
Oh, you have a brother?
I have an older brother. He's kind of a dumbass, though. I was told to go find him, but I think he might be dead.
That would suck if he's dead.
Whatever. It's his own problem for, like, enlisting in, like, service with the paladins.
Now, back to the brothers thing. Have you seen a cat that looks like me, but with cowboy gear and 2 guns? Gunslinger.
Guns? Are those, like, those hand cannons that, like, go kapow-pow?
Yeah, those.
Did you say he was, like, an orange color?
Yeah.
And what shape is, like, a cowboy hat? Was it, like, brown? Has this wide brim?
Yeah.
And he's always, like, walking around, like, meowing.
Oh, you must have met him.
He's such a fucking dumbass. I saw him like a couple towns over.
Mm. In which direction? North, east, west?
I think that was like... It would have been like 3 weeks ago. I was traveling through this dinky little like hole-in-the-wall place. Had a cute little tavern. It was like east of here, but that's like where I came from.
If that's 3 weeks ago, knowing him, he's probably anywhere here now.
Cha, good riddance. Why are you even looking for him?
Well, for first off, he's my brother. Secondly, he stopped writing letters.
Writing letters? That's so much work. Can I have like a drink and one for my friend here? As that conversation continues, the three of you making your way back to the tavern, or no, bleh, town square, market district.
I want to.
You make it there.
I want to be like looking around, see if I could spot the bunny.
You spot a bunny with orange hair.
I tap Donnie on the ear and say, "That."
Yes, yes. Did you saw her?
There she goes, Sketcher.
I just barely see the orange fluff of her. Just scream like, Kanju, wait up!
As they just kind of like turn an ear and look over at you lot, you do not see orange horns adorning their head.
I said orange fluff, not horns.
Well, yes, you saw orange head fur, but you did not see, as you get closer, you do not see orange horns upon their head.
I'm kind of lost.
They're looking at you.
You had horns?
Kanju has horns.
I didn't know that.
What? Y'all have not seen Kanjo?
No.
Oh my goodness, it has been a while, hasn't it?
Character sheet.
Here, let's flash it on screen so you know what your ally looks like. How do I do this? No. Well, fuck it. I'll just do that thing I did that one time. Bam. Then and then
Whoa.
If you've forgotten what your ally looked like, here you go. Let the image be burned into your mind.
Where are you even putting this at?
Huh?
There, I can't see shit. Everything is black.
You guys don't have a torch, do you?
No.
Yeah, but I can see.
Son of a bitch!
You can look at Party B as well.
Just a
God.
giant Kinsey just appears on the floor.
Son of a bitch!
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. I keep forgetting you guys aren't in daytime light. Hold on, let me see if I can improve this. Let's do... Well, that's not going to do a splick of good now, but... I put it in daylight mode, so you should be able to see.
Yeah, kinda.
And you all saw it. Get it, got it good. So you do recognize that this is a rabbit folk that has orange hair and no horns. And they turned to look at you when you called out, Kanju, wait up. And they just were like, huh?
Oh,
Sorry, run blanky.
Ah. You know her?
More or less, she was traveling with us. Kind of lost sight of her.
Traveling with you? That's a surprise. She's kind of a shy one.
yes.
Hmm. Well, up there in the market district, probably hiding behind some fucking boxes or something. I don't know. Not my problem.
Hmm. You seem to know a lot about her. Are you related?
She's my cousin. Of course I know her.
Oh, I have cousins too. Lots of them.
Yeah, I'd expect that. And goblin families are quite big, aren't they?
He squints at her.
And she just squints back. Maybe a little bit of history there. With that look.
Then it just
Well,
looks like
anyways.
more of
You're going the right way if you're looking. Just, as far as I know, she slinked off into an alleyway.
them. Okay.
Kinda by the, kinda like between the cheese vendor and the swords guy. Yeah. Anyways, lovely talking to you. I have a busy life.
I'm
This
just
is no
like,
longer worth my time.
I'm gonna just grab it and I'm shaking. I'm like, thank you. She probably is in trouble. We gotta go. Bye.
Bye. And this rabbit folk leaves. Also heading towards that tavern.
Should we like roll for perception or?
Well, you know the approximate area, so give me investigation checks.
Oh, okay.
You were told to look somewhere between the stalls, like ran off into an alleyway between the cheese vendor and the swords guy.
Thank you, Pasha. You're saving me.
I am on your back, so.
You're saving my ass.
From the back? Your investigation, looking carefully over this area, reveals that down that alleyway there looks like some like spots between houses that looks like you would have to crawl to get under. Those might be good places to look, but you're gonna have to get down off of the shell if you want to actually go and get closer. Also hit me with a perception check if you don't mind. You hear the sounds of somebody sobbing. Pasha.
I just poke the turtle on the back of the head and say, "Let me down."
I kind of like sort of kneel so he can get up easier.
Alright, I'm gonna slide off and I'm gonna like start crawling in there, I guess.
You follow these sounds and eventually... Kanju.
Yeah. Another sanity saving?
I mean... At this point, an ally has reached you, so you could sanity save if you want, but you're about to be in dialogue.
You want it? Just I rolled a fucking 2. So it's pretty fucking bad.
So before you do a sanity save, Pasha.
That won't.
Before you do a sanity save, Pasha.
Yes.
You find your ally. They are tucked up and hiding under something and just sobbing to themselves.
Bunny? Is that you?
I didn't hear that, Kenji. Hello? I have no idea if they said, "I'll be right back," or what. Ooh-wee, I tell you what, if I were gonna edit this, this would be like a 10-minute episode with how much dead space we're cutting out.
Jeez.
Sorry, cats were fighting outside, and I was making sure it wasn't one of my beans.
Roger, Roger.
It's okay.
Animal.
Did you hear Pasha speak to you at least?
I don't remember.
Hit him with it again, please.
Bunny? Bunny, is you? And then I go and I poke the leg.
The leg twitches.
Ah.
They're more
Hello?
sniffling at this point.
Ooh.
My family's
you-
here.
Are you alive, Bunny? Why are you in hole?
Because everything's wrong.
Yes, but why are you in hole?
Because it's what bunnies do.
What goblin do too? I just kind of crawl in next to you.
Even with my sanity, is just to snuggle up to him.
Make a sanity save at normal.
I wanna just
Oh,
hand
no.
her.
You motherfucker!
Dying again. It's so fucking bad.
Wait, I wanna hand her the Velociraptor tooth that I kept safe.
And the blonde.
Make a sanity save with advantage.
Yes.
Jesus, over 10 finally.
How many attempts was that?
Too many.
So many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a reason why I died.
And after a little bit, your hands clasp this velociraptor tooth, and memories of some of your more successful hunts come back to you, and thoughts of looking through the books and just like staring out and seeing a bunch of velociraptors running off on a hunt of their own kind of comes back to you, and just a little warm breeze passes through your mind, remembering better days, and then looking up and seeing one of your allies has found your hole, and you kind of blink a little bit and regain your senses.
I hugged them and like,
Okay, Bunny, calm down. He pats your head a little bit.
I kind of called down from outside the hole, and I'm like, Pasha, did you find Kanju?
Yes, found Bunny. Give minute, please.
Okay, I'll be right here.
whisper to the DM. Fireball.
You whisper to the DM.
Fireball.
Um,
The hole. In jest. But I hugged the little goblin thing.
Okie dokie. I mostly only hear the bass of your voice, my dude. I'm so sorry.
I'm getting a new mic this Friday, so it should be better.
Okie dokie. I think you said firebomb in jest as like just for funsies.
Like casting fireball inside the hole.
Yeah, inside the hole,
God.
but just as like a joke. So you actually, what do?
I hug the goblin friend more and just try to collect myself before I show myself to the rest of the group.
A tender moment passes of just some of this emotional trauma just melting off, and just a little bit of glimmer of things might turn out okay. They might not, but at least you're calming down a bit, managing to have successfully broken out of a spiral of negativity. Now starting to realize that this hole kind of stinks.
Even I stink in this stinky world.
It's probably me.
Oh, I'm afraid to stand up in case I leave any bits of myself on the ground.
As you kind of slowly, with the coaxing of your ally, make it out of this hole you found. Nothing really left behind, and you just kind of get a moment to glance at your arms that were so just looking down. Still some of those... Did you ever get your bandages rewrapped, or did you leave your roast beef chest just exposed?
I feel like I would have rewrapped them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like you left behind any bits.
At least.
But looking down, I mean, your hands still look like your hands. Hey, and look at this. Just a little bit of fur around the upper portion of your arm seems to be poking through. And Mortimer and Donnie, I guess we'll figure out where Mortimer is. But anyways, Donnie, you see that Kanju and Pasha emerge from a hole.
I'm gonna
Very
I'm gonna
cracked.
scoop like Kenju right up and give it a hug, and I'm like, don't ever run away from us. That's how you got in this mess to begin with. We were worried.
Bonk them on the head and return the hug.
I'm literally just sitting back watching this thing unfold like a fucking Disney flick.
It's a Disney moment.
Yeah, Disney moment.
Marley, while they're digging Kenji out of a hole, Kanju.
Yeah.
What topics have you pursued with this new person you've met?
Talk about things in town, anything of interest.
Well, other than like, you know, the really gross people always walking around here, nothing I would really say is very interesting here. It's just a boring little town.
I see.
Although that is like, go ahead. I'm sorry. I always talk about me stuff, so like, you go ahead. Lead the conversation.
Sorry.
I'm like the one apologizing right now for me interrupting you, so like, just talk.
Well, I'm looking at a group of bandits and stuff. Apparently they stole a mirror, so I'm looking into that.
Yeah, like there's bandits like along the road to the east. That's as much as I know about that. They're a bunch of really nasty people, though. They tried to hold me up, and I like chopped this dude's arm off, and he fucking screamed, and it was like really lame, so I left.
That is, if they're going to get their arms cut off, they can at least take it, you know, gracefully.
I told him, like, quit being such a fucking baby. This is like your job. Don't you get, like, hurt every day? Ugh, cha, it's fucking lame.
I'm gonna say that was fucking brutal.
Still, I guess that scared them so much, and the rest of them didn't bother you.
Yeah, they didn't
really
like
strong.
pursue. Yeah, I'm like really fucking strong, dude. Like, you wouldn't believe. Have you seen these muscles? He just holds his arm up.
Ooh, I don't think I got enough detail looking at those muscles.
Well, you'd better get your eyes checked, because, like, that's not normal. But here, I might, if you want to look closer, and he just, like, starts to, like, move his sleeve up a little bit and flexes.
Ooh. Can I feel?
I guess. Whatever.
Kenji's having a crisis and Barley's over here flirting with a guy.
I'm questioning whether or not I'm going to retire Kanju. I'm like, great crew guy.
Against those muscles and things. Did you work out a lot to get these, or you're just natural?
Well, I mean, I swing a sword around like every day. But I was always fucking strong. I'm like the strongest between me and my siblings. They're a bunch of fucking wieners compared to me. My brother, oh my god. He fucking went to be a priest because he couldn't cut it swinging a sword. It's like, how do you fuck up swinging a sword? You just pick it up, swing it, and kill people. How fucking lame is that?
Yeah, anyone should be able to pick up a sword and swing it. It's one of the simplest things.
I bet you can't swing a sword really good.
Me? Well, maybe not as good as you, but I think I'm okay at it.
Well, of course not as good as me. I'm like the best at swinging swords. So you like play instruments or something?
Ah, yes. One of my favorites is the bagpipes.
Well then either you're really good at the bagpipes or you're fucking lame. Which one is it?
How about I show you? Come on, dice, don't let me down now.
Dice, don't fail me now.
Nice.
You play a really nice sounding little ditty on it, and he just kind of looks at you with this very unimpressed look, and the bartender hates the bagpipes, just covering his ears like,
Stop with that fucking ugly shit! Ah! Sounds like the music me mother would play.
Your mother has good taste.
who the fuck is talking as Hannah?
I was about to say. Who's going in stealth?
I just clicked the Kanju and I'm like, who the fuck are these other people?
Who the fuck are these other people?
No, you're a hag. Ah! Green hag is no. Oh no, you're the torch. Red, why is the torch an NPC?
All right.
Arby!
All right. Roll for initiative. I'm making you guys fight a boat.
Okay.
A flying boat shows up out of nowhere, crashes through the building. Only Kenji roll initiative.
Oh god,
No.
you weren't kidding. The fuck?
I mean, it fixed it, so.
DM.
Yep.
I I think we're all tired. This looks to me like everybody's sleepy and going crazy.
DM,
E.
who is the little guy who fought the lava giants? Spunk?
Spurt.
Spurt? I'm about to have my spurt moment, aren't I?
I'm in danger.
Throw a bag of bees at the ship.
All right. I will have order at my table. Return to your respective correct names.
Did you rail it that hard? I'm sorry.
You have literally destroyed my train of thought. You were talking with this guy last, right?
Yeah, I tried to impress him with bagpipes.
Yeah,
Apparently neither of them liked
after you play the performance, he's still looking at you, like, with his teeth gritted a little bit, and he says, "That was pretty fucking rad."
Been practicing so they're not so terrible. I'm also pretty decent with the horn and the drums.
That's, like, cool. I guess instruments are alright. It's not as cool as, like, fighting things. You ever shoot fire out of your, like, mouth? It's fucking
I
rad,
wish.
dude. The party, now that you've assembled Kanju, what were your intentions? Go back to the tavern?
Yeah.
As they have dialogue, y'all just fucking, Where is Kanju? Are you still up here? Yeah, get your fucking ass out of here. Come on.
God, everything
Come on.
fucking
Come on. There.
Every time.
That's a big yard.
It's just blank space. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
I'm scared. I feel like we're in Gary's mod.
So the bunch of you, yeah, that grass does remind me of Gary's mod. Holy shit. Fucking GM construct. So, the four of you wind up at the tavern that was aforementioned, and you all walk in and see your allies talking with someone.
Oh, we're not underdressed.
Are these, like, friends of yours?
Like, oh yeah, hey guys.
Saw them, they were holding hands.
Like,
Oh, we went
whatever.
back to that.
Well, you have fun with your friends. I'm, like, going back to sleep.
Bye. Let me know if you want to Sarah with someone.
Oh.
You look like Camel Joe.
Camel Joe, oh my god.
His mood's a bit heavy. Has he been on a scale recently?
Ah, four of ya. Are you gonna want a room or drinks?
Do we still have a room at the other one?
You might. Yeah, I don't know if you've paid for a week or if you paid for a day.
The amount of money we had to pay for that. Hopefully it's a week.
It's 5 copper for a room.
5 copper. Wow, what a steal.
Alright, well, which one do you want? I've got a big room and a small room. It's 6 copper for the small one. I've got a wash pan in there.
Looks over to Kenzie. Says, we might need to use the small one.
Alright, then it's settled. 6 copper. Pay up, pay up.
Copper's eat.
No, just 6 copper. You crazy?
A little bit. Now that you think about it, they say, yeah, a little bit.
Alright, well, who's paying copper?
I only have 1 copper piece. I have more gold pieces.
Do you have a silver?
I'll flick a silver.
No.
You flick a silver, and he keeps it. He doesn't give you change back.
That's the word.
It's up there, and he points up this way.
How about a room
Okay.
and drinks for that silver?
Ah, sure, drinks.
And he comes back out with your drinks. This one. The north one, Claire.
Probably
This one? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Barley, we haven't seen you in a while. Did you do anything while you were working?
I
There,
got
like-
paid. I found this banner.
You show him the flagon.
Yep.
The flagon is a flagon of the Sin Inn Tavern, and it has some iconography etched into it, probably with a knife.
This looks kind of.
Weird. It's kind of weird that would be on the other tavern.
Yeah, it's weird. This was in another tavern in the same city, so they
Oh.
probably are rivals.
Probably. We didn't have that much luck looking for the cultists.
That's same, because, yeah. All I've learned about is this tavern is suspicious, so this guy's probably, has interesting guests.
Kanju,
What
do
was
you
the
have
name of
eyes
that
up?
place?
The name of which place?
The one where we killed all those people.
Trelif Grotto.
Yes.
And Kanju, are you paying attention as your allies talk?
Like out of character or like my character?
Anything.
Yes and no. As in my character is listening, but like they're still trying to like cover up the fact they've been crying for probably about 4 hours.
Gotcha. So she did mention they found a flagon on it at the other place.
A flag?
Like a mug.
Did you drink from it?
No, of course not. I'm not gonna drink a random mug on the ground.
I was in soup.
Here, there's nothing in it.
As she passes over the flagon, you see engraved upon it the same iconography that your dagger has adorned on it. The hands
them.
reaching up with an eye in the center.
I make the hands touch.
Nothing of interest particularly happens.
You mind if I keep the mug?
I go ahead. I mean, not like it's gonna worth anything being, those marks on it. Just thought it'd be suspicious, that's all.
What are you doing at one of my mugs? That's
found that mug.
mine! You cheeky lot!
I found this mug in another place.
Ah, found it in the old Berlin, did you?
I pull out the Sermo dagger and aim at him.
Oh God, calm down, Kenji.
Oh, you call that a knife?
And he pulls out a rapier.
I show him the iconography on the knife.
Huh?
He holds up his rapier to show you what it looks like.
Brother?
Anyways, pass me that back over so I can fill it up with your drinks.
Can we keep it afterwards?
I don't fucking care. I mean, you can keep it as long as you're here.
I hand over the mug, but with my eyes twinged.
He goes back, fills it up, comes back right out.
I was about to stab him when you fucking rolled that. He's running with it. I take the mug back.
All right, it's full of delicious drink, and with drinks settled in your room arrangements, I want you to note here the room you have.
Yes.
That is a straw bed,
There's only a single straw bed.
a single straw bed, with a single blanket, and a single pillow.
We'll have to share.
It's okay. I can sleep in my shell. You guys share.
I'm
I
gonna get the other room.
So we're going to leave off here for tonight.
Before we
Okay.
stop, because I'm gonna forget.
Yep,
Did he give me back the same mug?
the same mug.
Oh, that was the room. The other room.
Who wrote Fox outside?
Who do you think? It's usually
I can't believe you accused me of this.
I mean, if you have a look down here. Oh, wait, that's not going to be helpful. I was going to say, if you have a look, you can tell who's blue down at the bottom of your screen.
No, that was actually accidental. You caught me red-handed.
Who's drawing? Who's drawing in the floor?
Yep. This is end of session silliness. So, to recap, just before we end, the things you have found out is the road has been quiet. I wonder why the road's been quiet. You've learned that, well, Kanju has not learned anything. It was Pasha that learned that bandits have been stealing shipments. You found a flagon with the same cultist icon that Kanju's dagger that you found in Trelif Grotto. But you haven't really come across anybody that you can pinpoint as cultists. You did see that guy that has robes, but he seemed to just be like putting away his groceries, and might be worth checking out, might not. But yeah, we'll check you guys out next week. I hope you are all free, especially you, Kanju. Unless we don't. If your schedule doesn't line up, that's fine.
I'll let you guys know probably around Monday.
Roger.
I have no idea. I'll let you know.
Thanks for tuning in. And please, everybody, fix your microphone situations. It's hard to hear some of y'all.
Wait, is it hard to hear me?
Yes,
It's hard to hear me.
Yeah,
a little bit.
You're kind of quiet.
Your internet cuts out every once in a while, which I can understand that.
that better.
I cannot have that.
Yeah.
It's part of my country. Sorry.
And yes, it sounds a little bit better now, Alex.
Yeah, that was my mic's part. It has a little switch that I up and down it.
Oh, Roger. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and